So as continuation ng ating lesson, again, d over dx tawag natin dyan, differential operator. And then followed by the y as a symbol, yun naman ang ating dependent variable. Tandaan niyo ang dependent variable, laging nasa taas yan, laging nasa numerator. Yun ang isang int na lagi ninyong tatandaan. Wag kayong mag-aanap ng dependent variable sa denominator ng ating differential operator. Okay? Followed by x. X na may meron ng ating differential operator, yan ang ating independent variable. Independent variable yan. Ang dy over dx naman is actually a term containing derivative. Okay? A term containing derivative. Minsan nababago yan, nakakaroon lang ng exponent. Halimbawa, d square y over dx square, ibig sabihin, nasa second derivative ka. A term containing derivative pa rin. Or let us say, d cube y over dx cube. A term containing derivative pa rin. Yun nga lang, nasa third derivative ang ating given. F of x or y is actually a symbol for a function. Hindi pwedeng walang y ang ating equation. Kasi function yan. Observations. Okay, look at this, no? After nating na-determine o na-familiarize na tayo sa ibig sabihin ng mga sumusunod, kailangan magaling pa rin tayong mag-observe. Obserbahin pa rin natin yung ating equation bilang pag-iingat. The given example contains a derivative. Is it true? May derivative ba? May derivative ba kayong nakita sa example natin? Bibigyan, meron bang derivative sa example natin? Meron?
Yes po.
Okay, meron. That is dy over dx. The given example contains a function. Okay? Lisel Macalino, may function ba sa ating given example?
Yes po, sir. Meron
And that
po.
is y. Next. The given example contains a dependent and independent variable. Definitely, there exists a dependent and independent variable. They are the y and x respectively from our given example. Kaya ang example natin is definitely an example of a differential equation. Okay. Ilang dependent variable meron tayo? If I will ask you, ilan? Ilang dependent variable meron ng equation?
Isa po.
Isa. Okay. Ilang independent variable meron ng equation? Darwin,
Isa po.
pakisagot nga. Ilan?
Isa lang, sir.
Isa lang. Dahil isa lang ang independent variable, definitely, for advancement, yan ay isang ordinary differential equation. Take note of that. Kapag isa lang ang independent variable, yun na yung hint na pwede kang mag-conclude na ang given example is an ordinary differential equation. Okay, so let's proceed. And that is our conclusion now. Thus, the given example is an example of a differential equation. So, ang dali lang ng lesson natin ngayon. Okay, let us have another illustration. This is our illustration number 2. 5 times dy over dx plus 2 d square y over dx square plus 3x is equal to 0. Is this a differential equation example?
Hindi po.
Di po.
Yes.
Pero equation yan, di ba, no? Nawawala yung y? Wala siyang y?
Opo, sir. Wala po yung Y.
Meron. Wala bang y? Wala ba kayo nakikitang y? Meron eh. Ayun o,
Zero,
dy
sir.
over dx, d square y over dx square. It
Okay.
doesn't mean na wala kayong nakitang y sa dulo eh. Hindi na yan differential equation. Okay, so let's proceed. Wherein y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, y is a function, 5 dy over dx, a term containing the first derivative, and then 2d square y over dx square, a term containing the second derivative. Observation, the given example contains derivative. Dalawa pa nga, isang first derivative, isang second derivative. The given example contains a function. This is a function. Okay? The given example contains terms involving dependent variable and independent variable. Klaro ba? Klaro ba, James, anak?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so let's proceed. Thus, the given example is an example of a differential equation. So, napakadali lang. Intindihin ng mga equations na yan. Now, let me give you another example. Okay, where? Sabi ng given natin. Okay. Ano yung independent variable natin dito? Okay. Okay, palitan yung tanong. Ilan yung independent variable natin? Ilan ang independent variable natin?
Tatlo, sir.
Tatlo. And they are what?
AX, DV, and DP.
X, Z, and P. Those are our independent variables. We have 3 independent variables. How many dependent variable do we have now?
Isa lang, sir.
Isa lang. And that is particularly
Y.
Y. Very good. So very good, Mark. Okay, Y is our dependent variable. X, Y, and P, yan ang ating tinatawag na mga independent variables. So for a total of 3 independent variables. Then Y is a function. Meron namang Y eh, di ba? Nakasulat naman. Naka-attach nga lang sa derivative. dy over dx is a term containing the first derivative. dy over dz is also a term containing the first derivative. dy over dp is a term also containing the first derivative. Yun nga lang, dahil tatlo na ang independent variable, definitely, hindi na ordinary differential equation yan. Yan ay tinatawag nating partial differential equation. Okay? Partial differential equation. Kaya nga sa integration, meron kayong mga double integration at saka yung partial derivative sa differential calculus naman. Okay, observations. The given example contains derivatives. True. The given example contains a function. That is also true. The given example contains terms involving dependent variable and independent variables. Tatlo pa nga yung independent variables natin eh. So true pa rin. Thus, the given example is an example of a differential equation. Napaka-importante niyan, although napaka-simple, no? Ang dami nating kinakalkulang mga differential equation problems, pero minsan nakakaligtaan natin yung mga simple pero napaka-importante. Yan yung mga kahulugan ng mga ginagawa natin. So, important notes. Always remember this. Y prime is also dy over dx and also f of prime of x. Pare-parehong nasa first derivative yan. Y double prime, yan din ang d square y over dx square at ang f double prime of x, second derivative. Y triple prime, d cube y over dx cube, this is also f of triple prime x. Pwede ko pang dagdagan yan. Y to the fourth prime, d to the fourth y over dx to the fourth, then f to the fourth, Roman numeral, ano, to the fourth of x. So, kahit na tumaas pa yan, gamitin natin yung mga Roman numeral natin. in place of the prime. Halimbawa ito, tatlong guhit yan. Ito, tatlong guhit yung F triple prime. Pero kapag tumaas na yung derivative, 4 na, wag naman ninyong gawin yung 4 na guhit, gawin na lang ninyong Roman numeral para alam ko kaagad na derivative pala ang yung ginagawa. Okay. So illustration number 4. Okay, this is the question. Is this a differential equation? Billy and 7, differential equation ba ang example na yan? Billy? Is that a differential equation, anak? Billy and 7? Please open your camera so that I may see you. Okay, Charles Dominic, is that a differential equation?
No, sir.
Are you sure? Let's go back to this. Important notes. dy over dx is also y prime. Parehong first derivative yan. D square y over dx square is also y double prime. Parehong second derivative yan. Magkasingulugan yung mga yan. Nagpalit lang ako ng symbols. Okay? Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, Charles Dominic, is that a differential equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, definitely it is. Wherein y is our dependent variable, x is our independent variable. Although nakatago nga lang kasi ang ginamit kong symbol puro mga y prime, y triple prime at y double prime. May kasingulugan kasi ang mga yan. Okay. Y is a function, then 6y double prime, a term containing the second derivative. 15y triple prime is a term containing the third derivative. 8y prime is a term containing the first derivative. Observations. The given example contains derivatives. The given example contains a function. Kapag may function at derivative, automatic differential equation yan. The given example contains terms involving dependent variable and independent variable. Thus, the given example is an example of a differential equation. Klaro ba? Klaro ba ang aking mga idinidiscuss? Wala ba kayong gustong itanong? Malinaw ba? Malinaw ba ang lesson natin?
Opo.
Okay, very good. So Jerome, malinaw ba yung lesson natin? Mr. Jerome Lalu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ninyo makalino. Malinaw ba lesson natin?
Yes, sir.
So hopefully hindi kayo mahihirapan sa ating learning activity number 1. Giveaway lang yun, ano? Bonus points yun, 35 points yun. Sagutin na ninyo, huwag kayong liliban. Ang deadline, after this, mamayang gabi, 10 p.m. I-upload ninyo ang mga solutions ninyo sa LMS Dropbox ninyo sa inyong kanya-kanyang mga account. Makikita ko rin naman doon. So 10 p.m. ang deadline ng pagsagot ng learning activity number 1. Bibigyan ko kayo ng mahabang palugid. Okay, so let's proceed. I think this is our last example. Again, this is a differential equation because y is a dependent variable. Again, x is our independent variable. And y is a function. 6f double prime of x is a term containing the second derivative. 15f triple prime of x is a term containing the third derivative. Yan yung counterpart ng y triple prime or ng d cube y over dx cube. 8 f of prime of x is a term containing the first derivative. Or somehow, this can be written as 8y prime o kaya 8 dy over dx. Pare-pareho lang yung mga yan. Observations. The given example contains derivatives. The given example contains a function. The given example contains terms involving the independent and dependent variable. Thus, the given example is an example of a differential equation. Question so far? Before we proceed to the next slide. Kayla Chanil, wala ka bang tanong, anak?
Wala naman po, sir.
Carl Joseph, any questions so far?
Wala naman po, sir.
Okay, so let us proceed. Continue tayo. Additional examples of differential equation, ipapakita ko lang sila, no? Lahat ng mga ipapakita ko ngayon, alimbawa yan ng differential equation, ng bawat isa sa mga yan. Although nagkaroon lang ng mga exponent, yung mga derivatives natin, kasi medyo palalalimin na natin ng konti. Kung papansinin niyo ito, third derivative ito, yung bibilugan ko. Pero outside of it, sa labas ng parenthesis, may exponent na 2. Dito rin, nasa third derivative, pero naka-raise sa second power. Nasa first derivative, naka-raise sa fifth power. Pero lahat ng mga yan, differential equation. Bakit? Kasi may derivative at may function. May independent at dependent variable. And yan yung ating 5 mga alimbawa, additional examples of differential equations. So may iba't ibang klase tayo ng differential equations. Kailangan nyo ring matutunan yung mga yan. Yung una, ito yung ordinary differential equation. Okay? Yung mga example natin kanina, halos ordinary differential equation ng mga yon. Meron lang yata akong ilan na ibinigay na partial differential equation. Pangalawa, we have the partial differential equation. Okay? Pangatlo, linear differential equation. Matatawag mong linear differential equation ang isang equation kapag ang degree nito is nasa first degree. Okay? Kapag lumampas na ng first degree, hindi na yan linear. Non-linear na yan. Kaya meron din tayong tinatawag na non-linear differential equation. Pero paano mo ba malalaman ang degree? Saan mo ba hanapin ang degree? Hanapin mo ang degree sa may pinakamataas na order ng ating mga differential equation. Okay? Yung may pinakamataas na order. Doon mahanap lagi ang degree ng isang DE. Panglima, we also have the homogeneous differential equation. Okay, kailan nga ba natatawag na homogeneous ang isang DE? Kailangan ang bawat term nito, ang sum ng mga exponents, pantay-pantay. Hindi magkakaiba. Okay, next. Non-homogeneous differential equation. Yan ang kasalungat ng homogeneous differential equation. So all in all, we have 6 types of differential equations. Nakasalalay din sa mga yan kung anong method ang ating gagamitin pag nag-solve na tayo ng differential equation. Alam mo ba, yan ang mga reason kung bakit ang differential equation nagiging mahirap. Okay? Kailangan sa simula dapat, alam mo na kaagad kung anong method ang gagamitin mo. Although alam mong i-apply yung mga method. Okay? Paano kapag pinagalo-walo na yung mga equation? Alamin mo muna ba kung anong method ang gagamitin mo? Although magaling ka na sa iba't ibang mga methods. Yung nga lang, nagiging problem sa ibang mga student, hindi nila alam kung kailan nga ba gagamitin ang isang method. Kailangan magaling kang mag-classify ng problem at ng equation. So first, we have the ordinary differential equation. Pakibasa mo nga, Absedi.
An ordinary differential equation involves function and its derivatives. It contains only one independent variable and one dependent variable.
Okay, very good. Tandaan niyo, no? Matatawag nating ordinary ang isang differential equation. Una sa lahat, siyempre, definitely, may function at derivatives yan. Okay, may function at derivative ang ating given equation. Para matawag muna natin siyang isang differential equation. And then, para maging ordinary naman, kailangan ito satisfy yung dalawang yan. Okay? Hindi pwedeng dumami ng igit sa isa ang independent. Kailangan laging isa lang ang independent variable natin. Klaro ba? Klaro?
Yes,
Doon natin matatawag na ang isang DE is ordinary kapag isa lang ang kanyang independent variable. Okay? Example. Yan. Example yan ng ordinary DE. Kasi nga, isa lang yung ating independent variable and that is only X. Tama ba ako? X ang ating independent variable in this case?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dependent variable is Y and our independent variable is X. It only shows that this example is an ordinary differential equation because we only have one independent variable. Another example, is this an ordinary DE or not? Jessica, ordinary ba yan? Miss Jessica Galang, is that an ordinary differential equation?
Yes po, sir.
Yes, because there only exists one independent variable and that is X. Yan. How about this one, Clarence? Ordinary DE ba yan, Clarence?
Hindi po. Sir.
Bakit hindi siya ordinary? Ilan ba yung independent variable na nakikita mo, anak?
Isa lang po pala, sir.
Isa lang.
Ordinary.
Ordinary
Opo.
siya. Ang independent, laging nasa mga denominators ng ating mga derivative. So, isang klase lang yung letrang nakikita natin if it is only X. Ibig sabihin, yan ay isang ordinary differential equation. Kasi isang independent variable lang ang nag-exist and that is only X. So, sa partial differential equation naman, Eduardo Gonzalez, pakibasa anak.
A partial differential equation, commonly denoted as PDE, is a differential equation containing partial derivatives of one dependent variable with more than one independent variables.
Exactly. Ang bottom line, independent variable. Kapag marami, automatic partial DE yan. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. So yung more than one independent variable, yun ang ating magiging guide para malaman natin kaagad kung ordinary ba or partial ang isang given differential equation. Halimbawa, yan. May kakulangan yata. Okay, lagyan natin ng equation, no? Hindi yan equation, eh. Equals, kunwari, 1. So this is an example of a partial differential equation. We have one independent variable and that is y. But how many independent variable do we have now, Mr. Nino Macalino? Ilang independent variable ang may meron tayo sa ating given equation now? How many independent variable do we have? Mr. Nino Macalino?
1, sir.
Ilang independent variable?
1, sir.
Ano yung mga independent variable natin?
Yung X, ay X tsaka Z pala. Dalawa,
O,
sir.
ilan sila?
Dalawa.
So, kapag dalawa ang independent variable, anong tawag dyan? Kapag dalawa ang independent variable, anong tawag natin, anak? Yan ay isang halimbawa ng... Hello? Asan si Ninyo? Ninyo Macalino? Paki-open yung mga cam para nakikita ko kayo, mga anak. Okay? Okay, nasan si Ninyo? Nawala yata yung net niya. Okay.
Sir, search po.
Okay, ano yan? Ordinary ba or partial?
Partial, sir.
Partial, very good. Kasi more than one ang ating independent variable. Meron tayong dalawang independent variable and they are X and Z. So malinaw na nakasaad, babasahin ko uli, a partial differential equation commonly denoted as PDE is a differential equation containing partial derivatives of one dependent variable with more than one independent variable. Kapag marami sa isa ang independent variable, automatic partial differential equation yan. So sa definition pa lang alam na natin. Okay, we have another example. In this given case, Joshua Bino, how many dependent variable do we have? Ilang dependent variable na meron tayo, Mr. Joshua?
Isa po.
Ano yung
Sir,
dependent
dependent.
variable na yon?
Y po.
Ilang independent variable ang may meron tayo?
Tatlo, sir.
At ano yung mga independent variable na yon?
X, Z, T.
Sa makatuwid, anong tawag natin sa equation na yan?
Partial differential equation.
Exactly. Okay, very good. So, ibig sabihin, naintindihan na natin yung ating mga ginagawa ngayon sa lesson. Okay, next, let's proceed. The order of differential equation. The order of differential equation is the order of the highest ordered derivative present in the equation. Ang ibig sabihin yan, kung meron tayong equation, hanapin mo lang yung may pinakamataas na derivative. Kung ano yung exponent na nakikita mo sa pinakamataas na derivative, yun ang order. Can you follow? Naintindihan ba? Yun ang tinatawag nating order. Okay, let's try this. If I will ask you, Marian Newson, anong order ng DE natin dyan?
15 po.
Anong order? Ulitin ko, no? The order of differential equation is the order of the highest ordered derivative. Derivative. Ano ba yung pinakamataas na derivative dyan?
3, ano? 3 po.
Ano ba yung symbol ng derivative na nakikita mo, anak? Ano ba yung derivative na nakikita nating symbol? dy over dx is equals to 3x plus 15.
First order po.
First order. Very good. Kasi ang exponent na nakikita natin sa dy over dx, yan ay yung pinakamataas, nasa first order. Nasa 1 lang ang exponent natin. Both numerator and denominator. Hindi pwedeng hindi equal ang exponent ng numerator and denominator ng ating differential operator. Kailangan laging pantay yan at may quotient na 1. Okay, dy over dx is equals to 3x plus 15. So this is an example of order of differential equation. At yung example natin is nasa first order. Okay? First order yan. Kumbaga, ito yung term na may pinakamataas na order. Okay? Kung mga restaurant yan, mas tinatangkilik yung dy over dx. Kasi yan yung may pinakamataas na order. So, nasa order of DE ang ating, as a first order, ang ating DE na example. Okay, next. Allow me to ask another people. Janel Roldan. Anong order ng ating DE in this given example?
3 po.
3. So, mas magandang pakinggan kung sasabihin natin
Third.
third order. So, lagyan natin ng ranking. So, third order, you are correct. Okay, very good. Okay, another one. Kimberly Piodos. Anong order ng ating DE in this given case?
8 po, sir.
Tingnan mo maigi. Huwag kayong palilito.
Ay, 5 po.
5,
5 po.
yes, 5. Kasi yung 8 exponent yan nung nasa second derivative na f double prime of x eh. Diyamak na mas mataas. Okay, tama siya, Jenel, no? Ito yung ating derivative dito. Dito yung derivative natin nasa second lang eh. Samantalang ito nasa fifth. So, syempre, kung papipiliin tayo ng order, kung saan tayo order, yung may pinakamataas na order. Kasi may ibig sabihin yan. The mere fact na mas maraming tumatangkilik dito, ibig sabihin mas masarap yung lutong ulam. Okay? Siyempre, dun ka sa may order. Mas mataas ang order. Kasi ibig sabihin dun, mas mataas yung degree. Okay, so let's proceed. Intindihan ba yung pinag-aaralan natin about order of differential equation? Klaro
Yes,
ba?
sir.
Yes po, sir.
Yes po, sir.
So the order of D is at fifth order. Okay, let's proceed. The degree of differential equation. Tignan nyo pakibasa mo nga Ralph Philip Miranda ang statement.
The degree of differential equation is order of the highest order derivative, where the original equation is represented in the form of a polynomial equation in derivative such as
Y prime, Y
Y.
double prime, and Y triple prime, and so on. Okay, thank you, anak. Yung Y prime, literal lang yan, no? Baka mamaya makakita kayo ng F of prime of X, pwede rin yun. dy over dx, pwede rin yun. Kumbaga, ito lang yung mga sinulat kong mga symbol, Y prime, Y double prime, Y triple prime, and pwede pang tumaas yan. Ngayon, kung maghahanap ka ng degree, okay, kung hahanapin mo yung degree sa isang differential equation, mahahanap mo yan sa may pinakamataas na order. Siyempre, kung mamimili ka doon sa mas maraming umo-order, doon yung degree. Okay? Naintindihan ba natin? Naintindihan ba natin yung statement ko? Napakasimple lang. Kung hahanapin mo
Yes
yung
po, sir.
degree, huwag kang magpasilaw sa taas ng numero. Hanapin mo yung degree doon sa derivative na may pinakamataas na order. So, let me give you example. Yan. Sige nga, sample lang. Anong degree? Ng ating DE?
Fifth degree, sir.
Ano?
Second degree.
Second degree.
Second degree. Kasi, kung i-compare natin, although ito, nakikita nyo, 8 yan. Kaya lang yung derivative niya, nasa second degree lang. Okay? Ito, nasa fifth order. Nasa fifth derivative. Sa makatuwid, dito yung concentration natin. Ang degree, second degree. So, dito tayo. Sa may pinakamataas na order. Yan ang degree of DE. So, tama kayo. The order of DE is at fifth order. So, very good. Nakikinig kayong maigi. Okay. So, the degree of DE is at second degree. The order of DE is at fifth order. Allow me to give another example. Okay, Eduardo Gonzalez, pakisagot mo nga yan, anak. Anong degree ng ating DE?
Nasa fifth po.
Ano yung degree?
Fifth po.
Sure?
Opo.
Basahin mo muna yung definition na nakuli.
Ay. The degree of differential equation is the order of the highest order derivative, where the original equation is represented in the form of a polynomial equation in derivative such as y prime, double prime, triple prime, and so on.
Okay, tanungin kita uli. Ano yung order ng ating DE muna? Huwag munang degree. Ano yung order?
3 po.
Three, third degree. Ano
Opo.
yung nasa third degree na derivative na nababasa mo?
Second degree po.
Yung may,
Yun nasa labas, sir.
yung nasa labas. So,
May 2.
okay. Ang mataas ang order, doon mo hanapin yung degree, anak.
Opo,
No?
sorry po.
Okay, huwag kang magpadala sa 5 na exponent. Although mataas ang exponent nito, kaya lang, problema, ito nasa first degree lang yan. Samantalang ito nasa third order. Kaya dito yung degree. So, yung equation natin, ang ibig sabihin, the order of D is at third order and the degree is at second degree. Is it very clear now? Klaro na ba?
Yes, sir.
May nag-chat. Okay. Okay lang, Paula, anak. Sige. Okay, so let's proceed. Additional examples of the order and degree of DE. Now, practice tayo. Para mas makabisado ninyo. Ito, para ma-enhance yung abilidad ninyo sa pagsagot. Ba, nakasagot na kagad? Okay, differential equation. Look at this, no? Since it is not a polynomial, bakit hindi siya polynomial? It is because of the sign. Nakapasok yung dy over dx na derivative, nakapaloob ng sign. Okay? Although may order siya, first order, pero yung degree niya undefined. Hindi lahat ng differential equation ang ibig sabihin may degree. Kahit na may order, minsan wala palang degree. Tandaan nyo lagi yan, ano? Kapag ang isang DE hindi polynomial, definitely ang degree niyan undefined, pero meron siyang order. Take note of that. Karagdagang kaalaman yan. Another example, look at this equation. Okay? Nasa third order. Yan niya, bakit nasa third order? Kasi ito yung may mataas na order. So imaginary, naka-raise yan sa exponent na 1. So kung third order, ang degree natin, first degree. Although hindi lang nakasulat yung 1. Yan yung pangalawang halimbawa natin. Nakakasunod ba kayo sa ating pangalawang example?
Opo, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes
So let's
po.
proceed. Another one. Second degree, second order, first degree. Bakit second order? It is because of this derivative. Automatic ang exponent niyan, kung sasaklungin natin yan, is 1. That's why first degree. And then another example, nasa fifth order, and then nasa second degree naman yan. Imagine yung magiging mga equations natin, no? Kung bakit nagiging fifth degree, fifth order at second degree, or second order at saka first degree yung mga yan. Okay, next. Okay, pakibasa mo nga. Naintindihan na yung order and degree, mga anak? Klaro ba yung order and degree?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
po,
yes
sir.
po.
Let me
Yes,
ask
sir.
another people of the Philippines. Yan. Rainiel Chan, pakibasa nga ang definition ng linear differential equations. Rainiel, anak.
A linear
Okay na po, sir.
Okay, sige, basahin mo, anak.
A linear differential equation is a differential equation that is defined by a linear polynomial in the unknown function and its derivatives.
Okay, very true. A linear D is a differential equation that is defined by a linear polynomial in the unknown function and its derivatives. And to make it very clear to all of you, allow me to show you the following. Another definition muna, no? Bago ko ibigay